Warning, the following contains spoilers for Black Clover chapter number 287, Day of Atonement, by Yuki Tabata, Taylor Ringel, and Annalise Christman, available now in English from Viz Media. Chapter number 287, Day of Atonement, of Black Clover confirms that Noct took on the image of Morgan and reveals the reason for Yami forming the Black Bulls Brigade. Morgan's life impacted both him and Noct to the point that it changed their outlooks on life. Morgan's magic affinity was light, but he also embodied the very concept, bringing those around him out of the shadows. Morgan was the black sheep of the Faust family. And yet, his untimely death led to the creation of the Black Bulls, inspiring Noct's mission to hide as an undercover mage. Here are some of the key moments highlighted by the latest chapter concerning Morgan's relationship to Noct and Yami, and how his life influenced the current battle against the devils. Morgan's love for Noct and his belief in Noct's good heart are the main reasons why the vice-captain of the Black Bulls is still alive. Morgan knew his family was experimenting with forbidden devil magic but decided to not intervene until his hand was forced by the attempt to summon Lucifugus. Noct was a genius in the art of devil magic, but Lucifugus was too powerful, and Morgan sacrificed his life to protect his older twin brother. Morgan's death affected Noct more than he anticipated, and it occurred simply because Morgan was a pure and honest person who never judged Noct's actions. The fact that an innocent and loving person died in the arms of someone deceitful and shallow-minded sparked a realization within Noct. Morgan's death was Noct's ultimate regret. Now, he is atoning for his failure to protect his brother by protecting others at the cost of his own life. Yami was originally an outcast, like Noct, but was shown the way of the Magic Knights because of Morgan. Yami and Noct were the original troublesome duo, but Morgan's piercing light struck again and inspired Yami to join the Grey Deer Brigade. Yami and Morgan became a dynamic team amongst the Magic Knights, and again, the combination of light and dark prevailed over everything else. Yami's decision to start his own brigade probably came from a conversation he had with Morgan about starting one together. Knowing Yami, he probably offered Morgan the captain, but Morgan instead opted for vice-captain, which ultimately leads to Yami offering the position to Noct. Yami starting his own magic brigade and Noct becoming its vice-captain were how they coped with Morgan's death and paid tribute to his spirit. Yami taking in other outcasts from magical society mirrors how Morgan extended his hand to aid Yami when he was a young delinquent. Yami never judged anyone on their magical abilities, but rather, on their heart and spirit. While Noct claims to hate Yami, he actually hates selfish evil even more. Noct's reason for hating Yami stems from the fact that he pretty much forced him into becoming the vice-captain of a magical brigade, which stands against everything he believed in prior to Morgan's death. Taking on Morgan's appearance and working from the shadows could have been a precaution to protect him from other knights that might be looking for survivors of the Faust family. Morgan's death changed both Yami and Noct's lives, but it was needed to put an end to the devil threat. Without the Black Bulls, Asta would have never gotten the opportunity to surpass his magical limits under a powerful captain's watch. Also, Noct wouldn't have been able to continue his research on devil magic without interruption if not for Yami's trust in him. And ultimately, without Yami or Noct, Asta would have never been able to understand and form a successful devil union with Leva. Morgan was Yami and Noct's light. His death allowed them to share their own light with others in the Black Bulls Brigade.